Hello, everybody. Welcome to ARAM, the first step towards your coding career. So, in this series of videos on core Java, in module 1, these are all the videos that we have made. That is introduction of Java, why and why full stack, why Java is important in 2026, and installation of various softwares and variables, data types, operators, expressions, and we have covered conditional statements in the last video. So in this video, what we will do is we'll try to cover switch case, break and continue. So next we'll go for loops and some coding programs that would conclude module 1. So without any further ado, what we will do is we will go and open our IntelliJ IDEA. Here we have a program that what we will do is we'll try to understand about switch case, break, continue, then we'll go for the next video. So in switch case, what we will do is we will try to write a program where we are trying to enter a color, let's say red, then the application should print stop, like a traffic signal color. Green, go, and yellow, wait. Something like that. So what I will do is enter signal color. Then in order to read this color from the console, we will take help of scanner class. Scanner input is equal to new scanner class. We have discussed about scanner class usage in the previous videos, but about classes and everything, we will discuss in detail when we come to the topic. For now, we know from the previous videos how to use scanner. That's why we are using scanner directly. So input dot. There are various methods to accept integer, a double or a float, but similarly we have methods to accept strings. Next is a method to accept a string. So input dot next will accept a string from the console that we will store in a variable called color. Then what we will do is based upon the color, we will try to switch. Based upon color, we will try to switch. Let me drag this a little bit and make some room. Okay, switch color. First case. First case, we are going to read a color, right? This color will say red. Based upon this color red, what we want to do is we want to print a message go. Then after that, we want to end the program here. So we are giving a break statement. We will see what if we don't give break, what happens. So I'll come to another case. Red, sorry, for red, we will say stop, right? Yes, green. For green, we will say go. And we will break here. And for a case, yellow, we'll say wait. And what we will do is we will also have a default case. Default case is, let's say we are not getting red, green or yellow entered by the user. If he enters some other color than red, green or yellow, we'll say enter valid color red, green, yellow. And then we will end our switch case. Here we started our switch block, right? So what we will do is, okay, here it's already ended. So I just, so here we can see that the switch block is ended. Now we'll try to run the program. So when we tried to run the program on the console, initially we got enter signal color that we are getting from this statement here. Enter signal color is what we have given. Then in the next line on the console, IDE is waiting for us to input a color in the format of a string. How do we know that is a string? We are accepting a string here, and in order to accept a string, we have given the method next. It could be next int if we are accepting an integer, next double if we are accepting a next double. In that case, on the left hand side, we will also have an integer or a double. Because we have a string this side, we are accepting a string, we'll enter a string. I'll enter red. So I have got stop. When I entered red, I have got stop. I'll rerun the program. Okay, it's running. I'll enter green. I got a go for green. And as soon as that, we have a break statement. That's why the program is ending. We will see if break is not there, what will happen. I'll enter yellow. I've got a wait. Then what we will do is I'll enter some other color other than red, green, or yellow. I'll say blue. So it says enter valid color, red, green, or yellow. This is how the program is behaving for now. So what I will try to do is, let's say by accident, I forgot to place this break here. I'll run my program because I made a change in the code. I have to run the program once again. So I enter red here. So let's see what happens. So when I enter red, I will get a stop. That is okay, fine. Then because if there is a break, the program will stop execution there, then and there itself. Because there is no break, we will enter this case block also and we'll start printing go. Let's see that in action. So we got stop and go. Let's say we forgot to put this break here and we will run the program. Enter signal color for case red. We get stop, go, wait. So all these statements stop, go, and wait are printed. And because there is a break here, we got out of that case statement. And let's say we forget break also here. What happens? Let me try to do that. So all the case statements will start getting printed. If I say red, I see stop, go, wait, enter valid color. So this is meaningless, right? The program is not behaving in a fashion that we can understand. So I'll give one more example to understand the break statement very clearly. Let's say instead of red, I am giving yellow here. Before even running the program, we will try to understand what will the execution be. If I give hello, what we are expecting is a wait. As soon as the wait is given, there is no break here. The default is also will be printed. So we will see that in action. I'm pressing enter. So wait and enter valid color red, green, yellow is we are getting. So in order to correct this, what we will do is we'll correct the program once again. We'll have a break statement here. We'll have a break statement here. We'll have a break statement here. Now we will run the program and see if it is working correctly or not. And the signal color green is a go. Red is stop. Yellow is wait. And lastly, let's say blue. It's telling us to enter a valid color red, green, yellow. Here now I have got another doubt. Let's try to break the program. Whenever we write a program, we always not go with the happy scenarios. Okay, these are all happy scenarios. We know if we give this, the code will work. We will give some other scenarios where the code will break and then we will try to fix it in the code. That is the way a developer has to think. So instead of green like this, let's say I enter green like this. What happens? So this green is considered as a default case because a we are only checking for a capital green here. So whatever green we have given here is not capital. So this is not matching with either red here or green here in capital or yellow. So it defaulted to the default case. So in that case, what we will do is I'll try to run it with another scenario now. Okay, enter signal color. Let's say user enters green like this. Still it is defaulting to red, green, yellow. So the condition is we are checking with a capital statement. In that case, what we will do is whatever input the user is giving, because we are checking with a capital case, we will convert it into capital. So input dot next, whatever user is inputting here, I'll say to uppercase. So I'll convert it into uppercase. This is a method that is available in string class. We will learn about it later on when we come to the topic of strings. For now, you can remember that you can use this to uppercase. So whatever input is given in whatever case, that is, even if it is given as green or let's say GREEN, like this also it's given, everything will be converted into uppercase. So then our program will start behaving as expected. So let me take signal color as green, we get a code. And let me take the signal color as small lowercase green. It still works. And let's say user does not follow any case and he will give randomly like this. It still works. So this is how a program for switch case can be written, which will give us a meaningful output. So this covers the topic of switch case. Before we move to the next topic, I just want to wrap up saying one statement. Here we are comparing with a string, which is the variable is color. We can also compare with int, or let's say we can also compare with a char. Okay, let's do one thing. We will take an example where we are comparing with a char. We can compare with all the data types. Okay, all 8 primitive data types we can use here in the switch statement. So what I will do is I'll comment out this code. I'll comment out all this code here. Okay, when you practice, you can actually control slash, just a second. Okay, I have commented out all the code. Okay, because we have commented out a brace here and here also, this should be commented out. Now we don't see a compilation error here. Now let's make room for the next program that we are writing. A switch case based on char basic calculator is what we are trying to do. So I'll say as out enter operation. Operation means when we are trying to do addition, addition is an operation, subtraction is an operation, division is an operation, like that. Multiplication is an operation. So I'll say plus, minus, multiplication, or division. These are the operations that we want to enter. I'll take a scanner. I'll say scan. This variable can be anything. It can be scan, input, it can be scanner. The class should be scanner. It's like int I, int j, int x. In place of int, a primitive data type, here we have a non-primitive data type, which is scanner. In place of I, j, k variables, we have a variable here. This is a variable. We can name it as anything. Scanner scan equal to whenever we are using a class, we have to use a new keyword. That's why we are giving a new scanner. We are creating an instance of the class. This we will again learn when we come to the topic of classes and objects. But for now, we are using it like this because we have learned about it in the previous lectures. So enter operation, scan. Now scan dot, we are expecting a character, right? So the method to accept a character, as of now, let's say we don't know. What we will do is we will try to see. Next int is there, next float is there, next short is there. So there is nothing like next char. So what we will do is we'll say scan dot next dot. When we say next, we are accepting a string here. We're accepting a string here. In that string, what we will do is we have a method called caret. These methods we will learn when we are dealing with string, but for now I am giving you, explaining you this method, caret of index 0. Okay. Now in this string, whatever we are entering, we are taking the first character. Then we are assigning it to a char equal char operation equal to scan dot next dot caret. Now we will switch based upon the operation. Okay, before that, what I will do is on what numbers we are doing the operation. So I'll say int number 1 equal to 10, int number 2 equal to 5. On these numbers, we will do the operation. Switch operation case plus s out sum is number 1 plus number 2. Then we should not forget to give the break. Then we have a case minus s out difference is number 1 minus number 2. So we are getting some error. So we'll see where we are going wrong. So whenever we have an error, what we can do is we can scroll here and we can see. So here it says operator minus cannot be applied to java.lang.string and int. So here number 1 is 10. Okay, what we have to do is we have to give a brace like this. Number 1 minus number 2, because this plus and this number 1 is getting Java, the ID is getting confused. So break, and then the case, what we will do is multiplication sys out of product is, I'll do for safe side, number 1 multiplied by number 2. I can also do the same here to make it consistent over all lines of code. Break. Case division equal to S out of division is number 1 divided by number 2. Here I have to give a plus. And I have to give a break statement here. Let me get some space. Then a default sys out. For any other operation, enter a valid operator. What are the valid operators? Plus, minus, multiplication, or division. That's all we have to do. Okay, this is our program. We will try to run it. So enter operation plus minus multiplication or division. Here we already have the numbers defined 10 and 5. So when I enter plus, I'll get sum is 15. When I enter minus, I'm going for the happy scenarios. Difference is 5. When I enter product, I'll get 50. This is as expected, right? When I enter division, 10 by 5 is 2. Let's say I'll enter something else, like we learned about modulo operator, right? We enter modulo, then it says enter a valid operator. So this is how the program is behaving. So this is a basic two programs we have learned about switch case. This is all about switch case. Thank you very much for watching the video completely. In the next video, we will learn about break, continue, and some loops like for loop, while loop, and do while loop. Thank you very much. All the best for your future, and welcome to ARM, the first step for your coding career.